Yes, I do have on a bright pink pirate shirt. And what are you going to do about it? Nothing. So I'm pretty sure everyone watching this video is familiar with Joseline Hernandez. Joseline Hernandez started off on Love and Hip Hop. She came in with a relationship with Stevie J. He's a legendary producer, and ever since being on Love and Hip Hop, he has been reduced to a punchline, and so has Joseline. Stevie J constantly cheated on Joseline, and she would stay with him in hopes that their relationship would bring her fame and fortune. It did bring her quite a bit of fame, a little bit of success, but Cardi B came along, Latina, wanting to rap just like Joseline Hernandez, and you see where Cardi B ended up and where Joseline remained. And ever since then, she has been bitter and just a complete terrorist. Just the worst thing to ever happen to Love and Hip Hop and reality television, in my opinion. So while she was on Love and Hip Hop, a narrative that kept popping up was she was taken from the strip club by Stevie J. She was saved from the strip club by Stevie J. And whenever Joseline did something that Stevie J did not approve of, he would threaten to send her back to the strip club. In one crucial scene on Love and Hip Hop, they were arguing about something, and Joseline said, she had an outburst and said, "You always say that when you don't get your way, you're going to send me back to the strip club. You're not going to send me back to the strip club because I'm never going back." So Joseline's Cabaret premiered a few years ago, and for Joseline's Cabaret, they're competing to be a part of Joseline's Cabaret. The only hiccup is that there is no cabaret, okay? It's all made up, it's all a facade. Basically, it's just a whole bunch of women brought into a house, and they just fight each other all day, every day over the dumbest things. This week, they were shooting the reunion for season 3, and Amber is one of the contestants. Amber is from Chicago, Illinois, and that's why this story hits home. Amber, Lexi Blow, Riri, Raven, Black Diamond. Joseline turned on Lexi Blow. Lexi Blow was a confidant of Joseline's, and I guess Joseline turned on her. Lexi Blow has been a part of the Cabaret since season 2. And then Joseline and Amber got into it. Joseline actually kicked Amber in her ribs, broke her ribs, or cracked them, or injured them in some kind of way, right? And when Amber saw the opportunity, she punched Joseline. Joseline fell to the ground. Ballistic, Joseline's fiance, saw this and attacked Amber, pulled her by her hair, pulled her hair out of her head, and assaulted her. And there are fights that take place on the show all the time. But what disturbs me about this is that a man attacked a woman. A grown man attacked a grown woman because your woman can't fight. Apparently, the contract states that none of the women can attack Joseline on the show, but Joseline can attack the women. That's insane to me. Now, I do not condone violence. I don't condone people putting their hands on each other. They were on Instagram Live, and they were all breaking down exactly what happened. Joseline took to Twitter to basically gloat about what happened. You know, she basically admitted to everything, admitted to kicking Amber. She made it seem like she was some tough guy, and she really isn't. Everyone knows Joseline can't fight, because if Joseline could fight, she would have fought Tommy on Love and Hip Hop. But instead, she got a restraining order and pressed charges on her. Wow. How scary of you. She expects for security and her men to do all of the work for her. You know, Joseline is lame. Joseline is trash. You are going around assaulting these women, talking to these women like trash, berating them, putting them down constantly, and then you allow your man to attack a woman? That's insane to me. After the reunion taping, Joseline and Ballistic hopped on a plane and went to Miami. They fled the set to try to stay out of trouble, but They can run, but they can't hide. Amber is going to attempt to sue them. Now, apparently she signed a contract stating that she would not sue Zeus Network or Joseline Hernandez, that basically they are not liable for any damages. But if somebody is involved in illegal activity, okay, now I'm not an attorney, I'm not a legal expert, but from what I was reading, it doesn't matter what the contract says. If somebody is in the commission of a crime, if somebody breaks the law, then the contract is thrown out the window. She can absolutely press charges, and she can absolutely sue Joseline, and I hope she does. I hope she sues Joseline. I hope she sues Ballistic. I hope she sues Zeus Network. And this is specifically for Joseline. Joseline, ever since you premiered on Love and Hip Hop, you know, listen, you're very entertaining, you're very beautiful. People, you know, saw a lot of value in you, but instead of you using your newfound fame and money for good, you decided to essentially continue the abuse and degradation that you were subject to while you were on Love and Hip Hop. You decided, you know what, I have been abused and broken down and hurt. I'm going to continue to abuse and hurt women. This was an opportunity for you to take women, you know, involved in the sex industry, involved in sex work, stripping, and elevate them, elevate their status. But instead of doing that, you decided to turn against them and essentially become their pimp, and the worst pimp there is at that. You're not a very good pimp, Joseline. You're really not. I suggest that you stop gloating about it on Twitter, trying to cover for your man beating up on a woman, because that's the only reason why she's admitting to it on Twitter. Okay, we all know what actually happened. You can't cover for Ballistic forever, and Ballistic, you're a punk. How are we supposed to respect you for putting your hands on a woman? Now, I understand wanting to protect what's yours, wanting to protect your woman. Guess what? There are ways to protect her without even laying a finger on Amber. You dragged her by her hair. You ripped her hair out of her scalp, okay? That's permanent, or it could be permanent. She may not be able to grow her hair out anymore because of you. Disgusting. You exploited these women. That's what you did. And you could have done the exact opposite. You could have been a mentor to these women. You could have helped them out. You could have helped them out of their situations. But instead, you made everything worse for all of them. And now your show's probably going to get canceled. It's probably going to get canned because you're a liability, okay? You're a liability everywhere you go, all right? You make people lose money. You make people lose opportunities. And don't nobody want to be around that. We don't care if you're a Puerto Rican princess or not, honey. I don't know who got in your ear and told you you were untouchable, but honey, clearly you're not, because you got touched. Good night.